Hey, what's up? This is Tyler with Tarver Academy, your favorite YouTube channel that you're watching right now, because if you're hearing the words I'm saying, it means you're watching this YouTube channel. So hit the red subscribe button. Do that so you can learn. We have quote of the day stuff. We got math help. We got a ton of stuff that you want to be a part of, because if you don't, how are you going to learn it, man? How are you going to learn it? Join this community. All right, let's get started. So today we are looking at an example problem. This is the one that would scare a lot of people, okay? It says solve 3 over 5x plus 1 over 3 which is less than 4 over 5x minus 1 over 3 for x. So we're solving for x. We're going to get x by itself. That's our goal here, okay, guys? Remember, you have to show your work when you're working these problems, or else they don't know that you know what you're doing, okay? So let's get started. And again, I haven't done this in a while, so if I mess up, let me know. I mean, that's the point of this. You got to be able to see it, but you got to show your work, okay? So here we go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get my stuff that has x with it to one side, and I want to get my other stuff to the other side, okay? So this will be the easiest way to do it. I want to get my regular numbers together first, okay? So I want to get my 1/3, this little guy right here, I want to get it over here, okay? So I'm going to match it up with my other number that is doesn't have an x with it. Now, here is the trick to this. Whenever you do this, you have to do the opposite of whatever is happening to that number. Right now, it's being subtracted. So what's the opposite of subtracting? Adding. So that means that when I subtract 1/3, if I'm going to add 1/3 over here, that's going to make that 0 and it's going to cancel it out, which is what I want. But I can't do something to one side and not do it to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to add that 1/3 over here as well. So I'm going to bring down everything. 3 over 5x, that comes down. Now I'm going to do 1/3 plus 1/3, which is 2/3, right? Makes sense. Is less than 4 over 5x. Okay, now we need to get our x's to the same side. All right, and this is the same premise, but x is going to like tag along with it. So this is a positive 3 over 5x, so I'm going to subtract 3 over 5x from both sides. Okay, so that's going to cancel this out because it's subtracting itself. I'm going to bring this down, so 2/3 is less than, you notice I'm still bringing this down. And then I want to do 4 over 5x minus 3 over 5x. So people like to wig out whenever you have like something that has a fraction, okay? And then throw a variable in there, people wig out. But remember, like what I always like to do when I'm working these problems is I like to picture it as if it's something without a fraction, and then I can see if I'm doing it right. So think of it this way. Think if you're just doing like 4x minus 3x. What would that answer be? It would be 1x, right? You could subtract them because they both have the variable. So it's the same thing here. You're going to say 4 over 5 minus 3 over 5. If you do that, what's left? 1 over 5x, okay? Now we just need to get rid of the 1 over 5. We got to get it to the other side of the inequality. Okay, now there's a couple ways to do this. I'm going to show you the easiest way, okay? Is that okay? I'm going to show you the easiest way. So if you're going to do this, if you're going to do a 1 over 5 times x, that's essentially like saying x over 5, okay? This is the same thing because you're doing 1 over 5 times x over 1, and then you just multiply across x over 5 because you're multiplying 1 times x, which is x, 5 times 1, which is 5. So that's the same thing as that right there. Okay? So now what I got to do is I got to do the opposite of dividing by 5, which is multiplying by 5. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. The x is still over there. And then you're doing 2/3 times 2/3 times 5. So this one times this one. Now remember, you're doing 2/3 times 5, which anything that if it's just like a solid number, remember that it's always over 1, okay? Because what's 5 divided by 1? 5. It's the same thing. I didn't change my number. You can't change numbers, okay? Now I'm going to multiply across. That's 10. Multiply across. That's 3. So 10 over 3. And that's it. We got our answer, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. It was that easy. Now, I go back and I look at this. I've shown a lot of work here. I've marked a lot of stuff out, but I've shown a lot of work, okay? There you go. So even showing your work and getting it wrong, you're still going to get partial credit on most of these tests like this. So hopefully this helped. If it did, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's what you're on right now. If you subscribe, you'll have the most fun. You'll learn everything more than everyone. Wow, that's a good freestyle. Wow, put that on a record, Drake. Am I right, guys? All right, my name's Tyler. Thanks for tuning in. If you could subscribe, that'd be super dope. We do quote of the day stuff to help you grow and expand you as a person, but we also do math tutorials, and we do other ways that we learn and have fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay sweet and never stop learning. Peace.